Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Popping in here about 2 minutes early for a change to get the ball rolling on the show tonight. And, well, speaking of being a minute or two, we have a very dark screen over here to the left of me. Somebody just woke up with no sound. Either you don't have sound or I don't. Let me see what's going on here. All right, I got speakers on, but I'm not hearing you. Hang on. Oh, I guess that's why these pre-production. Hang on. I'm not hearing you. I don't know what the rest of the fans are hearing, but I'm not hearing you. Nope. Still don't hear anything. It's going to take a fan to say something to see which of us has got our shit wrong. Well, I can't hear you, so that's not doing me any good. Can you hear me? You hear me? Okay. All right. No, I don't hear a thing out of you, so I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I got my sound up on the speakers. Oh. Yeah, that still didn't do it. It still didn't do it. If the fans are watching the show, somebody tell us who you hear and who you don't hear. We might have to kick out of here and start all over again. But I'm not getting any sound. And I've got it set on the TV speakers. It was working earlier. I'm going to kick out and run a test and see if I hear my test sounds. Because, yeah, I still don't hear you. So let me kick out and see what I get. Well, your mic is muted. So unmute your mic and maybe that'll do it. Nope. Hey, Mike, who of us do you hear between me and Bob? Because I don't hear a thing. So, Mike, what are you hearing? And then I'm going to kick out and run some tests. All right. Well, Mike, can you hear me? Or whoever else is watching? And how's it going, Mike? Yeah, because I'm not hearing a thing. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to run a test. Let me kick out for a second. I'll be right back. Well, it says my stuff is working, and for some reason, it brought the virtual background back again. I don't know why that damn virtual background keeps coming up. Jesus Christ! Oh well, shit. Guess I'm going to deal with it. At the Detroit airport. But that's right. You told me you were getting ready to do that. You were going to be doing an air show, I think you mentioned, or something. And all right, so you hear me fine. And I did a audio test and I heard that fine. But for whatever reason, I'm not hearing Bob. So I don't know what that's about. Hi, Scooby. We can see you on with the virtual background up. We sure can. The Bolin Services Incorporated background. We can see that. Yes, we can. Well, so far, Michigan Mike is the only one speaking. So we'll see how that. Hi, Big Gooby. You doing good? You doing good? Just to let those of you know that are watching, some of y'all helped out a little bit with the that Yeling family that is friends and next door neighbors to Eunice's family. I sent many of you pictures and let you know that we were trying to raise some extra money to get them air mattresses. We're trying to get their electric turned back on, which is roughly about $100 for 3 months. Most of us would like to have a 3-month electric bill of $100. That's about what theirs is. What's going on down in Sarasota, Chris Delosier? Nice to see you. And so that is the primary project tonight, is to continue helping that family. We sent them money to get an air pump. We spent nearly $100 on tarps. We bought 50 kilograms of rice for the family. We bought a couple of trays of eggs. We're doing everything we can to make their life a little better. Those 8 kids have it a little rough. And I don't know what keeps bringing my virtual background up. I kicked out of the room to do the audio test. Well, Bob, do we have sound?
We have sound. I could always hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Mike said he could hear me fine. And when I
I had to reboot my computer. The microphone just was not picking up for some reason.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Always something. Yeah, I hear you just fine. Yeah. I have no idea what is throwing up that BS background. I went into my iPhone or iMac settings, and I have backgrounds turned off. I have backgrounds turned off on the Insta360, and
do you have it turned off in the StreamYard?
Yeah, I don't even have this logo loaded into StreamYard.
Interesting.
So I don't know what the hell's doing it. So I guess we're hi Cheska. We sent Cheska a little money there a day or two ago to help her out with her situation, get her some food on the table. Cheska is one of our young, sweet college girls that's going to college there in the Manila area. And I did a little something new here tonight. It was a little bit more obvious when I didn't have this background. I mean, I'm going to go into settings again and see if I'm on the virtual 360, virtual background. All right, that is, did that do anything? So yeah, I threw up other backgrounds, but the Bolin Services is overriding it.
Are you, let's do this real quick. Hit the settings in StreamYard.
Yeah.
The gear at the bottom. And where it says camera, does it have Insta360 virtual or?
I've done both. Link? I've done both. Let me go back to camera. I'm on the virtual 360. Let me take it off of that. All right, now we're going to the regular 360. And the background is still there.
Interesting.
So I've done virtual.
So now then you click on virtual background on the left. Let's just make sure it's not there.
Yeah, I've done that. No.
Starting the wintertime scene.
Like right now, I have the Taj Mahal up, and you don't see the Taj Mahal. You see the BS background.
Interesting.
So I click none. It's still up. There's a ghost in this house, man. I'm starting to believe it. So no, I mean I don't know. I don't
know. It's weird.
Let me go to the virtual camera settings. Okay, here we
go. Now you're back to the room.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. Well, maybe I need to leave that up. Wow, that's hard to do though, because then I can't see you. Okay. Well, there I am. Weird. Well, I've done a little something new here tonight, and I want to see who's going to be the first one to notice it. There's something a little bit different, other than the zebra. Is this the first or second show with the zebra desk cover?
I think this is the first. I didn't notice it yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, if you didn't notice it, I don't guess it was there. But yeah,
it might have been. But
we have the zebra desk cover, and also the new mascot of the show. A lot of the Filipinos are wanting one of these. Lena, especially Lena's kid. That is Zelensky the zebra. He is now the mascot of the computer desk. So there he is, right there. One of the fans sent that to me off Amazon. It came in yesterday, and that is and I named him though because I was trying to come up with a Z name. I said, "Well, how about Zelensky?" So that's Zelensky the zebra, and he sits right here and he guards everything here by the second microphone, and of course the first microphone is here. So that's what we're trying to do for tonight. Is we're trying to round up some more money for Eunice's next door neighbors, Yayling. We got them 20 meters of tarp yesterday. That alone was about $80. We got them 50 kilograms of rice. We got them a couple of trays of eggs. We got them a couple of air mattresses, but I think Eunice's family is going to trade for the air mattresses, not out of selfishness, but because you've seen the house. And if Bob has the pictures, he's welcome to throw them up. The house is a little rough, and there's nails and sharp edges and everything on the floor. And we're worried about the air mattresses getting a puncture in them, and then they're screwed. They're only 15, 20 bucks each, give or take. But still, we don't want to lose them. We don't want to have to keep buying them over and over.
Right.
And but we do have 20 meters of tarp to cover up all the holes in the roof. I'm going to see what we can't do to make that interior a little better. We're gonna do a separate show next week to try to get them some medical attention. There's 8 kids. You don't see them all 8 there. Well, she said the kids range from age 6 to 14. Well, there's one younger than 6 right there.
Yeah, there's a baby there.
Yeah,
Maybe
somebody,
that's the child of the 14-year-old. Who knows?
either that or looking mighty young for. Stop it, Bob. Just stop that.
It's the Philippines. You never know.
Guess it is possible. I would say the 14-year-old there's off to the right, if I had to guess. And as you can tell, all the kids are looking a little bit lean. My son says they desperately need to get protein. He wants me to check into the area there and see if there is something like an Ensure or protein shakes like I'm on. I had my doctor visit yesterday. I'll give you an update on it. Everything did go good. I am officially now cleared for that second weight loss surgery. It's been a long process to get all the blood work in and x-rays and all that shit. But officially yesterday at about around noon yesterday, all that is now done. And visited the cardio doctor yesterday and the doctors that had to take more blood, more x-rays. And I had to do that at Baptist yesterday, but everything came back in pretty good shape. Said my cholesterol was phenomenal, whatever that means. I've never, ever had a cholesterol problem, even though Cornette does. And Cornette always is well, not always, but the last 7-8 years has eaten way healthier than me, but he's always had a cholesterol issue. There's J9E. We just recently sent her some money to help her with food and some various things that she's needed for school. And then we sent her a little extra money yesterday because she sent me a picture of her 25-kilogram bag of rice, but she didn't have any really eggs or soups or anything to go with the rice. So we sent them a little bit of extra money yesterday to get that. And let's see. And Michigan Mike was a bit of a help to us too. What have we got here? Hey, Kenny, how many books have you done? Like
memoirs?
Well, just the one. I got 2 books I sell because I still have a few, 2 or 3 Anthony Scaramucci books left. I actually got 4, but one of those belongs to Michigan Mike. So there's the Anthony Scaramucci autographed book. Non-autographed, they sell for about $30 on Amazon, plus whatever shipping and everything is. We sell his autographed version for $60. I think we got 3 left, I think. Yeah, looks like 3, including Michigan. Michigan Mike has a 4th. And then my book has, 3 or 4 different covers. That's the original cover. And hang on here. I think I got a second cover within easy striking distance. And then there's that one. See, they're real books. A lot of people think we just show covers up here and that I'm claiming I have a book.
Yeah, you actually flip through that and show that there actually are words in the book.
Yeah. And hang on. Is that third? They're going to make me work hard for it. Is that the third? Yeah, and there's 3 of the 6 covers. And I only have 3 of the 6 here. I just order the most popular covers to sell after 10 years. So it's not 3 different books. It's just 3 different. I should just change a page in each book and claim it's 3 different books is what I should do. That's what a real entrepreneur would do. Real memoir. So, yeah, I'll just leave those there. And then Bob was kind enough. Now, for those of you that order autograph pictures from us, if you order books, if you order these WWE autographs I've got, this is actually a credit card boss card. They're made of plastic. These ain't paper. This is just like your bank card or credit card, only I don't suggest you try and buy anything with it. But Bob had those made up. I got 250
Go into Kroger, you can maybe buy something with it.
Yeah, probably in Kroger. Yeah, just show this. I'll give you whatever you want. And God, just buy 1 and get 3 free with it. That's what I would recommend to do. And but Bob had those made up, and it's got my signature on the back of every card. No, I wasn't going to sign 250 cards individually, but there we go. It's as if I did. It's got that. And then brand new, Bob doesn't even know about these yet. I had those little miniature Filipino flags. So when I ordered the banners promoting my 501c3 company, Bolin Services Incorporated, that's due to arrive here any day. But the flags came in early. And we, for those that order things from us, we're going to start throwing in. And I only ordered 20 of these. So for the first 20 of you that order something from us, you know, like the, now, unfortunately, now Bob's package is due to come in any day. And I would have threw one of these in for Bob, but Bob's package
you
went out a
didn't.
few days early because I just got these yesterday. But these are the Bolin Services Incorporated mini flag because the big ones are a little expensive. So I think I got 20 something of these for $25, something like that. It wasn't much. Might have been, it was under $30. I do know that. And I even put it on Klarna Pay in 4. So it was almost nothing. So for the next 20 of you that order something, you're going to get one of these mini flags along with your boss card. And we got 250 of those. Zelensky the zebra stays here. Nobody's getting Zelensky the zebra. We'll see if anyone can figure out how Zelensky the zebra got his name. We'll see how much attention you pay to this show. So, what's the name of that? Pierce Wrestling? It's a strange name.
Yes, it is a
So
strange name. He doesn't have a badge.
Autographed copies of my book, I don't claim to be as famous as Anthony Scaramucci, but then again, maybe more famous, maybe at least more infamous than Anthony Scaramucci. He has done my show 9 times, so there must be something there.
Would you say you have a plethora of visits?
Exactly, a plethora. So, my book shipped is $35 shipped to your door, autographed, and normally a couple little extras in there with it. You can use your BS flag or your boss card as a bookmarker. You can do that. And so for people that order those from now on, Kenny, serious question. Well, we like serious donations and serious memberships. So what is your question? Who pitched me doing my book? Lots of people. And then Cosper just offered to do it. So there you go. Now you have a reason to donate.
It was his way to get his foot in the industry.
Could have been. John. I'm trying to think if I'm the first wrestling book John did or not, because he's done David Schultz since then. He assisted. Well, actually, the first book that I was involved in was Bluegrass Brawlers. Jimmy did the forward. I did the afterward, I guess it would be. Mm-hmm. And I told probably, if I had to guess, I'd say a third of the stories in Bluegrass Brawlers between me and Jimmy together. Jimmy told a few. I told a few. Jimmy wrote the forward because Cosper's loyal to Jimmy. That's why I haven't written a second book, because Cosper's scared, I think, of getting Cornette mad at him. That's my guess, anyway. I know he's a little. It's like people that don't want to alienate Trump. I told y'all Cornette's a lot more like Trump than y'all realize. And but he's got certain people that don't like the Sinister Minister. He and I are dear friends. He and I politically line up perfectly. We get along so good. Won't do my show because as far as he's concerned, he's still in good standing with Cornette. He said, that's not my fight. I'm not getting involved. I said, but if he asked you to do his, you'd do it. And then he didn't answer me. So there are a handful of people out there that won't do my show, not because they don't like me, but they don't want to piss off the Lord and Savior, the cult leader himself, Jim Cornette. I don't give a fuck. If you do my show and you want to do Jimmy's, I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter to me. But that's me. Let's see if we got any donations. So we're only going to be here 30 minutes if not, because I'm going to watch Reds baseball if nobody's donating. And it ain't looking good. Nope. We don't have one donation. Oh, well. You do what you do. No, we're going to be here 30 minutes. And I'll count it from 9:05, being as I popped in here 2 minutes early. So far, we do not have one donation. Not even from the guy with Wrestling with No Badge and asking questions. He's not donated, and he has no membership. TC from the NC donated a little money last night to help that family, to help get those various things we needed: milk, eggs. What else? The tarp. 20 meters of tarp. How you doing there, Coltrane?
I'm good. How are you?
And we still do not have a donation from Amir yet. I was looking. Amir has not donated yet. How do you order an autographed copy of your book?
Just Todd, contact Kenny directly.
The ways to pay for it are right there. And then once I receive a payment for the book of $35, which that includes tax, shipping, handling, and everything, and the extras that come along with it, write my inbox. You're on Facebook, so just write my inbox on Facebook Messenger. Give me the address of where to mail your book to, and looks like I got 6 copies of my book left without having to
Use
order any more.
PayPal. Just put the note along with your $35. It's for the book.
Yeah. Make sure I know it's for the book and just not a regular donation. And if you do that, then we're good. And but yeah, so far we still don't have any donations. I mean, even if we sold some autographs, I mean, I'll count whatever we do tonight, because whatever we sell or anything, I'm going to count as help for this family. Not much, but send a donation to your PayPal. Oh, thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it. Dustin's been a long time participant with me. He used to be one of my YouTube TV customers. Dustin was. And Dustin saw the pictures of what's going on with his family, touched his heart. He told me to reach out to him. I think he told me to reach out to you on Friday, Dustin. You might be a little bit early. Let's see. Dustin Glenn Anderson has made the first donation of the night. He has sent $10. And hey, man, every little bit helps. If everybody that watched this, there's about 30 people in here right now. If all 30 people donated $10, it would be it'd be a good night. Wouldn't be as good as the Rico night. A little bit early. Okay, I appreciate it, Dustin. And like I said, he used to be a YouTube TV member. There's another way you can help me. If you live in the state, because I got rid of my racist ass brother, and this is to tell you how bad he irked me when he was going to call ICE. Here he is. He has a Mexican father that he didn't know about till 2 or 3 weeks ago. He has a Mexican father, biologically. He was going to call ICE on other Mexicans. Now, I have to admit, he was going to call ICE on Mexicans in his trailer park, which is technically what it is. He doesn't live in a trailer. He lives in some stilts on a thing that overshadow the river, the Kentucky River. But there's a lot of trailers where he lives. And last time I visited him at his home, he told me that 90% of those people are pretty good people. Well, I can't go out here and meet 100 natural-born Americans that I think 90% of them are pretty good, because normally about 20, 30% of them are shitheads. Be they Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever the fuck they are. About 20, 30% of them are shitheads. But he said 90% of these Mexicans and various other foreigners that live in his trailer park were good people. But when he heard there might be a reward, he was going to call ICE on them. So after keeping this 12, 13-year secret, 13 years, we found out in 2012 who his biological father was. And we decided we were going to set him down and tell him. So me and my son went out to Carroll County at Two Rivers Restaurant. And that's where we laid it on him who his biological father was. Well, maybe I should self-deport. I said, well, that's up to you. But you were born here, you dumb fuck. And he thought it was Maury Taylor Hospital in LaGrange, Kentucky. He was not. That's the fake birth certificate. Because my fake birth certificate said I was born in St. Petersburg, Florida. I was not. And my mother kept me. She didn't keep Timmy John. And my mother kept me, and I still had a fake birth certificate because my stepfather wanted me to have another name. Me to have his name, which I kept for a long fucking time. And then I changed my mind. Let's see. But yeah, the tornadoes here were very bad. We'll get into all that in a little bit. Tornadoes were real bad. A lot of people think Cornette's house might have got hit, but I doubt it. God ain't that good. I said that out loud, didn't I? Sure did.
You sure did.
Maybe he got his gate working. God was good. He'd take it easy, a little easier on the Philippines, in my opinion. So, but they're 98% Catholic. Sometimes we get what we ask for. So, thank God for me. Thank God for me. How about that? Where was I going with all this? Where'd I leave off?
There's no telling, Kenny.
No clue.
Well, if y'all were paying fucking attention, y'all could keep me in line. Jesus.
Picking ribs out of my teeth.
Possible. Not possible.
It is possible.
So, Train, how was your show last night? How'd your show go?
It was okay. Low viewership. It was like, I think 27 people total, but we all got some of the rust off.
Right now, you did better. You did better than me.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell's going on? Like, is there anything on tonight?
Fuck, I don't know. Well, we don't
like
have
hundreds.
any guests.
Like,
and Bob put absolutely no effort into the show tonight, but he doesn't have me on the moon. He doesn't have me in Neptune. He doesn't have famous quotes from John Cena. He just, open topics. Fuck all of you. I think it's actually said, fuck all of you.
I was hoping we'd have the Becky show again, but apparently she's too busy. Yeah. She's turned on her TV and got scared. I thought it was a horror flick. I just wanted to listen to all this gospel while I was praying.
Wow, that's some serious, that's some fear right there.
Yeah,
That's
well, I think the medication has definitely kicked in.
And so far, we only got one thing about it, Coltrane. You ain't gonna have to worry about being here long because we only have telling everybody what we got going on with these people. We have and Michigan Mike has sent in another $20, and Mike has done more than his fair share recently. He's done, I think, 35 a couple of times recently, and he just sent 20 more. So we got 30. So if we can raise 30 more in the next 12 minutes, then we'll stay a little bit longer tonight. You just need $30 more over the next 12 minutes. And we'll stay a little. Thank you, Michigan Mike. You gave us a half-ass of a chance to
from everybody.
Get a few. There you go, $1.50 from everybody, which ain't gonna happen. I was giving one guy shit today because I wrote a bunch of the people that don't donate often, but donate from time to time, and we were really short on money of trying to pull this family from the fucking hole they're in. To get a roof over their head, get some beds for them to sleep on, food in the house. My son wants me to find out if they have protein shakes there because these kids need protein real bad. You can tell it by looking at them. Poor little Yay Ling. She's got the face of a 20-something-year-old. And now she thinks she's in debt to Eunice's family because they're the ones transferring the funds, getting them everything they need. And then she knows I'm involved, but she goes over there. She wants to work for what we're getting her. No, you don't have to wash dishes. You don't have to sweep floors. You don't have to clean up the yard. Go over there and play. She said that's the thing she misses. She doesn't get to play. She doesn't get to be a kid because she's always peddling peanut butter or whatever the hell she can sell to put 2 kilograms of rice on the table for the family. It's about 4 pounds, give or take. So she's trying to round up 4 pounds of rice a day so they got something to eat. Her father's trying to do the best he can. They haven't had electricity in 3 months. The electric bill is roughly about $100 for all 3 months. So we're going to run a show to try to get the electric back on. If it's this one, that's great. Nothing wrong with that. And then we're going to run a show to get all these kids to the doctor. Now, whether I have to do it 3 kids at a time or if we can get all 8 kids, I'm guessing that 1,000 pesos a kid, we can get them all seen by a doctor and get them checked out for worms.
You do not have house calls out there?
That's about $20. You ain't going to go to the fucking doctor for $20 around here. That ain't going to happen. Repeat that whole thing. What you say?
Was that?
What did you say, Ken?
You said something, Coltrane, and I didn't hear it.
Oh, I said, do they not have like house calls out there or a doctor that can?
Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck. No.
They don't have Teledoc.
No, they have Teledoc.
Not even a witch doctor.
Tell you to go to hell, probably.
Yeah.
If a hospital is going to let you die in the hospital because you need $30 worth of medicine, and they said, well, when you pay for it, we'll give it to you.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not doing house calls. They're not doing house calls.
So.
If you need $8 worth of medicine, and that $8 of medicine will save your life, fuck you. Do you pay for it?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You better have $8.
But I wrote one guy, and a few of the people were very nice to send in $5, $10, 20 in a few cases. I think one guy even sent 50 to help get them everything they needed, and 10 people get to send in 50, and we would still need more to get this family above water, almost literally to a degree. And so one guy writes,
the house. I mean, if you look at this house, and you see, I mean, everything's just piled in there, probably because it's not much bigger of a house than that.
Yeah, Eunice says the house is bigger than we think it is from there. She says it because of just the space they're trying to cover with tarps. And we had to hire a guy to help do that because it comes in 20 pieces. I don't know how they're going to get it all on there, but we paid for the tarp and I paid for the labor to get it done. So hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days, and even Eunice says, Daddy, can we get it done like immediately because it rains every day. And those kids are getting wet and rained on. So, no wonder they stay sick.
I guarantee there's a solid foundation.
Yeah. And I mean, the only thing encouraging I saw there is the brick walls. And like somebody pointed out during the show, you can tell that's not grout, that's mud, sealing those bricks. So, but they've kind of become my project. My son saw it. He said, my God, shit, you can't help everybody, but at least you found them and you can be of some help. And we're trying to make their life a little better. And if it weren't for Eunice and her mother, and they've always been trying to do a little something for them. They try to make sure they don't go hungry, but they can't do what we can do here. And we are now officially a 501c3. If you want to make a big donation, have it tax deductible, you now have the ability to do that. Very soon, I'm going to reach out to the Mark Cubans and the Anthony Scaramucci's and the Andrew Yangs. They've always told me we could do more if you had a 501c3. Well, we have that now. I don't want to bother Mark. Mark can get a little moody during basketball season, especially with all the grief he's taken over Luka, that he did not want Luka traded. He's tried to make that clear to everybody. He's not the owner anymore. And there wasn't really shit he could do about it. That's what the new ownership wanted to do. Mark was totally, and Mark, I see him defending himself on Twitter all the time. Hey, dumb fucks, this ain't what I wanted. If it was up to me, this would have never happened. So, what do you do? So once the basketball,
not ready to go over in LA either.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get Mark on to celebrate the 25-year anniversary of he and I launching John Cena's career. The 10-year anniversary of my book is this year, July the 15th. It'll be 10 years since I released my book. I don't think that guy's ordered a book yet. I didn't see anything in PayPal. It's a nice story. You've got a money request.
It's not the same as payment.
Billy Sellers wants to know if we can send him $20. So yeah, fuck. I don't see why not. That's who we are here. Yeah, do that.
All it's got to do is pop on and ask for it, right?
Randy Macho Man Satterley has sent in. Yeah, just come on in here and plead your shit and fuck yeah, Billy. God damn, we don't hold a grudge over here.
He was on my show.
I tell you what, and I'm going to speak for Bob and Coltrane. Billy, if you want to pop in over here and verbally ask,
I'll unblock you right now, Billy.
We're going to make it $21 because we're good people over here.
Yeah, we are.
And I'm going to do $7. Coltrane, you good for $7?
I'm good for $7.
Bobby Brings, you good for $7?
I even have $7.
I was going to be good for the $6, but okay, if you're going to make it that.
Well, I don't want to push you too far. I don't want to punk you out or anything. So, Billy, if you want to, Bob will unblock you. You come on over here, little buddy. And instead of you donating the $100 a month that you used to donate, but you decided to align yourself other ways, come on over here and we will get you $21 in cold hard cash right to your PayPal account that you do not have. So that's what we'll do. Because Billy always donated on Cash App. Cash App. So whoever requested the 20 for Billy's not Billy. But sure, come on over, Billy. We're good people over here.
At this point, who really is Billy Sellers? It's like, there's like 5 of them.
$20 request from Billy Sellers. The trolls just don't want to die, do they? They just don't want to die.
Yeah,
but yeah, if he shows up, we're good for $21. Because we do help the hardship cases as much as we can, and that's what we do here. So, Jambi, I'm so proud of you, Kenneth W. Bolin. That's my name, Kenneth W. Bolin.
Ken W.
Has a KWB.
Ken W.
KWB and the Moonshine Band is what they are. So the thing that's new that no one's pointed out. What do you think of the BS microphones? Look at that.
What's BS about it? Oh,
rated on this one over here too by Zelensky the Zebra. No one noticed. And how I did it. How did I do it? Where'd it go? I said, you know what? That flag will probably wrap around pretty good my microphone.
I got that from Temu.
So I deflagged 2 of the flags and wrapped them around the microphones. And that dresses them up a little bit, gives them a little bit more of a corporate look. So we did that. So I think we're $10 shy of the $60. Let me look. So Dustin Anderson sent $10. Randy Macho Man Satterley sent $20. Michael Ryder sent 20, so that's 50. So we only need $10 more, and we got 3 minutes to get it. So let's see who the person's going to be. We just need 3 more minutes to do another, and that'll get us to 60. And the magic number about $60 is that we'll buy one of these families if Eunice's mother hadn't picked it up yet, because we did need to buy an air pump. Nobody would loan her an air pump. Well, you have to buy the air pump. Well, you can't inflate those air mattresses. You can't blow the fuckers up like a balloon. None of us blow up our
pass out halfway through.
Now this is a full-size mattress.
Yeah.
So the only way for the mattress to do what it's intended to do is Becky Adcock says she will send $10 to keep us on.
What a sweetheart.
Thank you, Becky. That'd be very nice.
Thanks, Becky.
Jazzy Jana, I don't see Jazzy in here blocking people yet tonight, but it could happen.
I haven't seen her at all.
Yeah. No, she was in here the last show. She donated $35. Yeah, she was amongst the Rico challenges. Rico did 35. Michigan Mike did 35.
Rico was.
Jazzy Janet did 35. We had a fourth do 35. Bob, who was the fourth person?
Why?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you who it was. It was Randy Macho Man Satterley.
Yeah, it was. In fact, Randy started the challenge.
Yeah,
so
that
$35. People that did the 35, and Rico and Jazzy Jana were two of those that did that. And then Rico sent 12 more in a little later.
Yeah.
So,
and then Cameron with the big Cam Moore.
Yeah, and then Cameron with a $200. He had made a pledge quite some time ago when he got his taxes back that he was going to pledge $200, and he honored his pledge. TC from the NC, good for the $10. There we go. Thank you very much, TC from the NC, and he donated 20, I think, yesterday to help out with his family. Because, like I said, I sent these pictures. So, now I know where I was going with that story. So the guy writes me back, and he's donated a couple of times, and I'm not going to call him out by name, but he writes me back. He says, Kenny, I'd love to help, but I just had to buy a new washer for $600. I just had to do $1,300 worth of car repairs, and then he named something else that was a little expensive. And I said, that is not their problem. Your problems are similar to mine. I remember not long ago I had $4,000 in car repairs. I had to buy this. I had to buy that. But you know what? I don't have a dirt floor. I don't have the worms. I don't have big ass holes in my ceiling. Their problems are a little different than our problems. But I'll let them know that due to you buying a new washing machine, dropping $1,300 in car repairs, that you ain't got $10 to help this family. He said, I guess our problems are a little different than theirs. I said, no, your problems are a little different than theirs. Because even when I had to drop $4,000 on my car and had to do these various other things, we still help these people.
That's going to backfire every time, guys.
What's that now?
I said that's going to backfire every time. Why give an itemized, list to what you had to do? Just say you ain't got it.
Yeah, I ain't got the $10.
Well, I had to pay tariffs on something. And
I wanted a new washing machine. Mine had a tick in it. I didn't want to, So I hope if he's watching, he's going, you son of a bitch. Reverend Ruin. Well, I don't know. Wondering why you don't have a badge and why you haven't donated. That's what's up. So, damn, he's moody.
Why are you ruining Reverend?
You think being a Reverend, he would be the one to donate first, wouldn't you? You'd think.
You would think.
But we said hello to him. We were nice. We're good people over here. Waiting on Billy Sellers to show up so we can get him that $21. He hadn't showed up yet. But we waiting on him. We're waiting.
That's not very reverently.
Yeah, you might get timed out for that kind of language. Reverend.
Lucky Jana isn't here.
By the way, we do have once I officially link whatever bank to it, then I'm going to link to it. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's probably even going to be Chase or a credit union. We do have official account, and you can donate there now. But we don't have a way to transfer the money to the bank because we haven't figured out which. I don't know if I'm going to go with Chase, where I'm at now with my personal account, or are we just going to create a separate other account, which I guess even with Chase, it's still going to be a separate account. And they started sending me letters when they found out. So I can cuss. I don't give a shit. We do. So do what you want. But if you're going to take up space in the chat room, you are expected to. I'm broke as fuck. Okay. Well,
contribute to the cause, man.
Yeah. Well, you should be out trying to make $10 instead of in here cussing. That's what you should be doing. And you're a reverend for. Why do you want to cuss if you're a reverend? Why do you want to do that?
Sometimes just make sure.
If you're gonna be the gimmick, live the gimmick. And if you're not, then knock it off. So that's where it went with that young man today when he listed to me all of his harbor wrong. Now here's a problem. Now this I'm not happy about because this also affects me. As you all know, I get LIHEAP electric assistance 4 times a year. I wasn't able to get it at the end of this month because the spring help starts April the 15th. Well, guess what government program Donald Trump shut down today? Him and little Elon Muskrat. They shut down LIHEAP nationwide. Not only does that affect those of us that rely on that 4 times a year to be of some help to us on our electric bills that are on disability, Social Security, the elderly, just whatever reason you would be on that program like I am. And that is a huge help to me 4 times a year. My second time of the year was coming up April the 15th. That was my scheduled date to get roughly $390 worth of help towards my last 3 electric bills. They're kind enough to let you build those up, and LIHEAP will take care of the due balance at that time. Well, and plus, LIHEAP still owes me about $200 worth of help, and it comes slowly and eventually. They're called pledges, and LG&E, the Louisville Gas and Electric, is very kind to give them time to make those payments. Well, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, you're all's buddies, some of you, shut down LIHEAP today so that they can give tax breaks to the rich, because they're trying to eliminate $2 trillion worth of government spending so they can give tax cuts to the rich, because that's what they promised everybody that donated to their campaigns. Elon Muskrat got his shit put in his face in Wisconsin the other day when he spent, depending who you listen to, between $25 and $28 million to buy a judicial seat up there, because he's got business in Wisconsin to where he needed Republican judges to do him some favors. So he thought it was worth him dropping $28 million to get that deciding judge in there, which that's what that judge was running for, to give Muskrat what he wants. Well, the fucker didn't get it, and they lost by 10 points to a liberal judge who, I assure you, is going to make goddamn sure Elon Muskrat gets no favors in Wisconsin after wearing a fucking cheese hat on his head and trying to buy an election, much like he did with Donald Trump. So fuck Elon. And Elon is the one that put it in Trump's ear to do away with LIHEAP, which helps. Yeah, I'll get by. I always figure out a way. I'll be all right. I can do some extra work for Tony and make the money to pay my fucking electric bill. Also through my Aetna insurance card that I just qualified for, I get an additional $171 a month that I normally don't get, that I can either use for better food, which would have been nice to buy better food, but instead I'm going to have to use it on my electric bill because LIHEAP just got shut down today. And not only on top of that, all the workers that work for LIHEAP to make sure that elderly, senior citizens, and various other people got help are now out of a fucking job. Way to go, Elon, you fucking piece of shit. Boy, there's 2 reasons I don't believe in karma. They're called Elon Musk and Donald Trump. But at least Wisconsin stood their ground. And the Florida races, by the way, were much closer than they were supposed to be. Trump had won by 30 and 40 points in some cases. And the races they just had in Florida were a lot closer. So maybe that is the tipping point of things to come for the midterms, because I think about everybody on both sides of the aisle have about had their fill of Elon Muskrat. So no, these rich ass Republicans and Democrats that go along with this shit. No, one of these guys. Well, my mother-in-law would never miss her Social Security check. She wouldn't even complain. The guy that said that's a fucking billionaire. No, he's not going to let his mother-in-law miss a fucking Social Security check. Nor would I if I were a fucking billionaire and my mother missed her Social Security check. But under the circumstances, if my mom were still alive today and she missed her Social Security check, I cannot replace her Social Security check for her. So not everybody's in that fucking boat. But and Trump acting like he's been groceries. I came up with the word grocery. It's a word you almost never hear. It's an old-fashioned word. No, it's the only fucking word for groceries, you stupid fuck. It is the only fucking word. I'm going to the food store. No one ever says I'm going to the food store. The cleaning department store, the car parts store, maybe. But no, there is no other fucking word for groceries, you goddamn idiot. But he thinks he came up with the fucking word groceries. And when I get in office, I'm going to lower the prices of groceries. Well, what you did today, you stupid fuck, or yesterday officially, is fuck us all. Because by the time they get done with those tariffs, what I've seen of what they're going to do to cars, what they're going to do to food. By the way, Donald Trump is now, I think the number, and I might have to relook into this, I think has spent over $68 million of taxpayer money so he can play golf, and that was through his first 60 days. We're now up to closing in on 80 days. $68 million of taxpayer money so Dickless can play golf.
And his followers give every excuse for him.
He didn't want to answer any questions today. He got to that fucking helicopter as hard as he could on a Thursday afternoon at 2:00 so he could get his big fat orange ass down to Mar-a-Lago and play more fucking golf for a 3-day event. By the way, mysteriously, he keeps winning these events. We don't know how he does it for a near 80-year-old man. But now he wasn't going to take any questions because the stock market dropped fucking again today dramatically. We've lost
$5,000 today.
Well, we've lost like 5,000 or 6,000 points overall since Biden left office. Oh, well, it was going to start dropping. I've heard Republicans give more fucking goddamn excuses as, well, we're going to have to go through a little bit of pain. No, we shouldn't have to. But, well,
I thought it was supposed to be immediate, though.
It's going to take 3 to 6 years, even if they wanted to build manufacturing here. And guess what Americans don't do? Americans don't work for fucking $4 an hour, $3 an hour, $2 an hour in some cases. No, they work for 20, 25, 35, 45, 65 fucking dollars an hour. So build the plants. They're not going to work fucking cheap, anybody that you get to work in there. This plan doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of working. When Jimmy Carter tried it, it didn't work. He said, lower your thermostat to 65. My thermostat is on 64. My fucking electric bill is still $230 goddamn dollars a month during the winter. So that really did me a lot of good to freeze my goddamn ass off. So no, the shit didn't work when Jimmy Carter did it. It ain't going to work when Trump does it. And 95% of the economists of the world say this is a fucking disaster. The stock market says it's a disaster. So if you voted for this stupid fuck thinking you were going to be getting lower grocery prices, you're not. If you thought your car prices were going down, they ain't. We are fucked. And thank you, dumb fucks that voted for this stupid motherfucker, because this is what we're getting for it.
Do you see they're going to put a 46% tariff on Vietnam?
My rant. Excuse me, I was talking.
I said, you see where they're going to put a 46% tariff on Vietnam?
Oh, I saw that. And did you also see that we're tariffing 2 countries that don't have people? We have 2 countries that are dots. They have 0 population, and he put 40-something% tariffs on 2 countries that don't have people. They're dots in the ocean.
Penguins.
He tariffed them.
And the stupid thing is he took the trade deficit with each country, and he says that's how much tariffs they're charging us. So we're going to turn around. He doesn't understand basic economics, and as a result, he's just tariff everybody.
Did you see the big giant chart? And none of it made any sense. Every news organization, and even a lot of Republicans are going, "What the fuck is he saying?" Even financial news networks who blow him are going, "This is idiotic. What does he think he's doing?" But no, Bob, anytime, like if I come in here and I got a plan and I'm thinking of doing something, and if 95% of my audience says, Kenny, this is not a good idea. If 95% of my audience says I'm wrong, chances are pretty fucking good I'm wrong. If 95% of experts, not necessarily people in this room, if 95% of experts in a trained field, if 95% of my car dealers, no, Kenny, you don't have an engine ticking, you got a branch stuck under your car. Well, if 95% of them say that, we're going to try and find that branch that's making that noise and not the ticking noise that I thought I was hearing in my engine. That just happened recently to a friend of mine that was in the CIA, by the way. Hi, Cheska. How you doing? And I don't think the Reverend's donated yet. Let me see.
No, he's too busy talking about
you're pro-Trump. I don't know why you're still here, because I gave you every reason to get the fuck out of here.
So, Billy, we want you to explain to us why you want $20.
Yeah, well, I need to know why you want your 20. We just don't hand that out randomly over here.
And don't be a hero.
Now, do you know if that's real Billy or not? Because probably ain't.
That is the account that we had blocked.
That's his face.
Well, Billy, why do you need your $20? And if you'll come on the show here and say you're sorry for how mean you've been to us over here and aligning yourself with those bad people. By the way, they don't have that channel no more. But Billy,
is it dead now?
You need a home. Sounds like Billy needs a home. We're not grudgeful people over here. So, Billy, why do you need your hello? It's me. Are you quoting Beatles songs now?
It's me tell
us why you want the 20, and the 3 of us are going to team up. We're going to get you 21. Apparently, you don't have your 100 a month to donate over here anymore to help people. You need help. See how bad things have changed for you since you left? You used to help people. Now you need help. So things are a little different. But that's what we do here. Right, we help people. Glad you didn't ask for 200, because you'd been fucked then. But we'll get you 21. We just need to know what you need with your $20. And if you tell us, and if it's a justifiable need, we are here to help, little Billy.
You believe in karma now?
So we're going to sit here and wait for Billy to answer.
That's what we're going to do. Where'd your membership go, Billy? Because when I formed my other channel, you were one of the first ones to subscribe to it. Where'd your membership go, little Billy? We're just gonna sit here and wait. So we will be here. I will honor my word. We will be here till 10:05. 10:05 because we haven't made another dollar since. Now, Becky, did you send your $10? Because if you did, I don't see it.
Or did she fall asleep?
She might have fell asleep. Becky, are you out of the hospital yet? I have 7 new message requests. God damn.
She says something about she's trying to put her TV up or something.
Oh. Well, then I guess she's back home then. They don't let you hang TVs in the hospital very often. Yeah, we got 7 new message requests here. And I always know when they're Filipino because it says, "Hi, Sir Kenny." Hello, Sir Kenny. And Cheska says, "Good morning. Good morning, Cheska. Thank you for watching the show." Randy Macho Man Satterley says he can hear me. Well, that could be good or bad, the mood I'm in tonight. But yeah, light heat not only goes away here in the Louisville metro area, it apparently went away nationwide. Cost me $398 on April the 15th. So
you don't want to fight no more.
I need to find the graphic that I saw today that showed the U.S. budget, what it's spent on, and it's had like 53% of our budget spent on the military, and then we've got government and economic, foreign aid, and then there's like 1% agriculture and farms, and that's where food stamps and stuff comes in. So that 1%.
They're looking at by the way, y'all don't know this. My food assistance has already been cut 61 a month.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they already did that. They cut my food assistance 61 a month. They claim they're not fucking with Social Security, but they're trying to fuck with it. Yeah, they are. They're going to fuck with Social Security because it benefits Elon Musk and the rich. Every fucking dollar they can cut is a legitimate reason that they think they can, like, okay, we saved $2 trillion because that was the goal. That's what they said they're going to do. But the only way you can do that is to fuck with Social Security and to dramatically cut the government spending in the military. Well, they don't really want to do that because that ain't macho enough when you cut military spending. Well, if China can blow us up 4 times and we can blow them up 5 times, then we win. We have to be able to blow them up the most. I love it how they don't want other countries to have nuclear weapons, but we get to have them. Well, I think you kind of keep each other in check if each country can push a button and wipe you off the goddamn map. You think it'd make, well, we're going to have nuclear weapons, but you can't have any. Bob, explain that logic to me, how you can talk a country into that. Because North Korea said fuck you, Russia said fuck you.
It's for your own benefit not having nuclear weapons because of all the radiation that they put out and all the regulations that you have to deal with when you have. But
allow me to be the opposing country, but you got them.
Well, see, that's how we learn all these hard lessons.
So why is it you get to have them and we don't?
It's because we've learned these hard lessons and we're trying to, in our benevolence, we're looking out for you so that you will not have to suffer through the same pains that we have had to suffer with our 14,000 nuclear warheads.
Yeah.
You know what I love the most is these $20,000 a year people like, they're saving money. That's our money that they're getting. Like, I
also love now I've seen this estimate go down too. They were promising when Trump was doing all these cuts, him and Musk, is that we're going to send out $5,600. I don't know where they come up with this amount at. $5,600 stimulus checks to every American as a thank you because that'll be 20% of the money we're saving. So we're going to keep 80% here and get the deficit down, and then we're going to send out 20% of it to you. And then others are saying, well, why would you send us any of it? We have a $37 trillion debt deficit. 7.8 trillion of it was created by Donald Trump first time he was office by giving tax cuts to the rich. That's how we got in that position in the first place. Well, now there's no checks or balances on him, and that's what he's wanting to do again, and give tax cuts to the rich. And I think they're purposely tanking that stock market because he said he don't give a shit. Well, of course he don't, because the lower that stock market goes, the rich can swoop in, buy that shit up, and they're probably going to control when the stock market goes back up again. The thing that has shocked me, because me and my son thought we were going to outsmart the fucking motherfucker, and we were going to buy Tesla stock options. Well, fortunately, neither of us pulled the trigger on it because that would have fucked us. It would have fucked us if we bought Tesla stock because it's dropped 50% since Trump got elected. So we almost outsmarted ourselves because we said, well, the one stock that ain't going to drop is going to be Tesla. Trump doesn't even know the name of the fucking company of the car he was trying to sell on the White House lawn, that it's against the Constitution for him to do that, but he did it anyway. He ran a fucking car lot. He ran a fucking car commercial for his biggest donor. And that didn't work out because the stock dropped again 3 fucking days in a row right after he tried to sell the car. But yeah, that's what they're doing, is I think they're purposely tanking the stock market so the rich can come in, they can buy a shitload more. Yeah, if it was $50 a share and now it's 10, well, fuck, what do you want to do? You want to buy it 50 a share or 10? Do you want to buy it $900 a share? Do you want to buy it 400 a share, or whatever the case may be? That benefits those that can buy a shitload of shares to where they can make a shitload. They're never happy with the fucking amount of money they got. Everybody thinks Trump's the fucking rich. Trump hasn't spent $1 of his own money that I can remember. He was going to donate, when he got in office the last time, his $440,000 check to be president. I think that's a rather low amount of money to pay somebody that actually treats the presidency as a presidency. Trump has already took about 60% of his time off to play golf and fuck with people. He hasn't really done a lot of president work because he works a fucking 3 to 4 day work week as it is. He leaves on Thursdays, comes back on Tuesdays. Fuck, that's a great goddamn work week for somebody that's supposed to be the leader of the fucking free world. That's a great fucking work week. And then, and Bob might be able to look up what the actual dollar amount is, but I think I heard somewhere around $80 million in taxpayer money after 60 days so he can play golf and promote his properties. It's a fucking running commercial for his properties. And he made millions and millions, if not billions, off the fucking Bitcoin shit he did. Oh, everybody else lost money, but because of him agreeing to push it, he made a shitload of fucking money.
Well, and the
pushing
fact
Bitcoin that the day before he got elected, or the day he
properties charged the Secret Service,
exactly,
to be there to protect
the properties. And then they have all the foreign entities come over here and stay at his properties at an inflated rate.
Now, did you notice who didn't get a tariff today, though?
I noticed Russia didn't get one. Did you notice that as well?
I noticed that. We didn't get it. Somehow we missed them in the list.
Our old buddies over in Russia.
He was going okay, Germany, check, Hungary, check, in Great Britain.
I'm shocked Hungary got one.
Turkey, yeah, I don't like that guy. He likes Ukraine, check. Russia, hold on. Russia.
Yeah, Russia never saw a penny.
Okay,
so we must be doing pretty good with Russia, or somebody is.
Billy, so I'm sorry, Billy, I'm a little confused. You wanted to send 20 when I get it for you, which is great.
Somebody sent me a request for 20.
Yeah, so
you might hit the wrong button.
Do you want us to send you 20 so you can send it back? Well, hey, we're even. We got it all worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
293 days on course, $151.5 million.
151, not 80 million.
That was the last.
Yeah, for 293 days of golf. So far is 26,127,531.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Either way.
That's his golf bill.
That's the golf bill.
That's just the golf bill.
But we're trying to save taxpayer dollars. Oh, fuck all of you. And that probably doesn't factor in all the fucking flying around of Air Force One and all the crews.
$200,000 an hour.
How much?
$200,000 an hour.
And they voted not to give, after 15 years, to give a minimum wage pay hike to our people. Mm-hmm. They think $7.50 an hour, or whatever the minimum wage is. It's close to that. It's 7 something. They think that's too much. As a matter of fact, Republicans, this was on the news today, they want to do away with the minimum wage. They don't want to be any restriction, because that way, if the employer can only afford $5 an hour, and you can find somebody stupid enough or foreign enough that's desperate enough to work for the $5 an hour, like many of our crop pickers do, and fruit pickers and harvesters and meat packing work. Well, I don't know if they get by with that with the meat packing workers. Because people don't want to do that fucking job regardless. It's one of the worst jobs
you can possibly
have. You missed us. You didn't act like it when you was over on that other channel. You act like you didn't like us very much. You might be a good actor.
Like gone?
What's that?
Is that channel gone?
That channel is, well, as of today, with what I filed with the court system, yeah, it's gone. It might not be officially gone, but they can't broadcast on it. And that little backup channel they got made is not going to be around much longer either after what we filed in the court system today. Oh, there's a surprise. There's a surprise coming they don't know about yet. I just found out about it a few minutes ago. They are not going to like the upcoming surprise because some people over there can't keep their fucking mouth shut. This all could have went away. It all could have went away, but they had some bad attorney advice and they dared me to do anything. So, all right, I'll take your fucking dare. And so we filed a case with the courts today. Cost me $40, but that's all right. Just $40 to file the case, and paid the fees for the copyright shit. And that's all got paid as of a few days ago. And then we had to upload a bunch of videos that we put copyright protection on.
I'm gonna step
up. Then one of the people kept running their liquor. We'll just leave it at that. And so no, they got surprises coming that they don't know about. Well, Billy, we didn't want to fight with you. You were the one that got mad because we tried to give you some advice about quit falling for these goddamn scam artists. We tried to help you, and then you got mad at us. So don't get mad at us when we try to help you.
Yeah, turn your back on somebody that's defending you, bro.
Yeah, we were trying to help you, and you got mad at us. So, and you might get mad at us again if you start falling for Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood, and it's like myself, Billy. When I see the woman who's trying to woo me and I look in the mirror and go, what does she want with me? I ain't rich. and I ain't that good looking. So what does she want with? She wants what little money I have. And we just tried to help you. So, you know.
And plus Stevie Nicks has her own money, so I don't think
I think Stevie's got her own money. Well, she sent him a check though. Stevie sent him a check.
Oh, that's what happened.
Well, somebody over there on Michael's show fucking with him, you know, sending him a fake check, which that's probably against the law. Somebody could go to prison for that.
Oh yeah.
For sending Billy the fake check. So I don't know.
So they were fucking with their own boy, huh?
Fucking with their own boy. Yeah, what they did.
That's not cool at all.
But
See?
no, there's a surprise coming for them they don't know about yet, and they will probably have the surprise within, I think, 7 to 10 business days. So keep running your fucking mouths over there. Keep acting like you're smart because you're not. So there we go. It is 10:05. See if we got any more donations. We have given the people the time that I promised. Let's see if oh, and Becky Adcock did donate $10. We appreciate that, Becky. Thank you very much,
Becky.
And so yeah, when Bob gets back, we'll get ready to wrap this up. Not Billy, as long as you understand that we're just trying to help you, and if you would like to help us help people over here, I mean, you just got paid today. Today's the 3rd.
No mean spiritedness from us here.
I do. Then you guys for it. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. But Billy, you just got paid today, so I don't know why you need $20. I had a guy trying to get me to send money for an outlaw shirt.
An outlaw shirt?
That just depends how much you want the outlaw shirt and how much he's selling it for, I guess.
Who's the outlaw?
No, no. But Billy, you just got paid today. I'm pretty sure you're not broke already.
Could be the
now Billy now Becky and Billy might be a good team right there. That might work. That might work out.
A match made in heaven.
Billy meet Becky, Becky meet Billy. Match made in hell or hell.
That's gonna make her happy.
that might work out. That might work out. I encourage Billy and Becky to meet each other one day.
And my boy said, "Hello, Rebecca."
Hello, Becca. Hello, Becca.
I don't need it.
I don't need it, Kent.
All right.
You don't need what, Billy?
The $20.
20.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're free to donate if you'd like, and you don't have to donate 100. Just if you'd like to help our people, Billy, we'd love to help. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. We don't make anybody do anything. We like to fill this show with people that like to help other people. Last time before we sign off for tonight, show the pictures of the people we're trying to help. And if Billy wants to help, we would love to have his help again.
So this is the young fan. This is the roof, right? That we
Billy, if your roof is better than that, then we
This
if your bed is better than
some of the
that,
kids, right?
it's some of the 8. It's some of the 8.
It looks like if you lean against the wall, it's going to tip over.
Well, not that brick wall though.
Well,
But
it
tip
might
the whole house over like a big
fall in.
sheet.
Well, depending how well the mud's holding.
Whole
Depending how
house
well.
goes.
And we're not making fun of them, guys. We just
There's
want
little
to
girls selling. No,
yeah, she sells the
selling
peanut
the
butter door to door. I bought 6 jars for Eunice's family, but she doesn't get to keep the peanut butter she sells. She comes over to Eunice's house to get to eat peanut butter. So I probably need to buy 6 jars, 900 pesos. It's $18 for 6 jars. I probably need to have her buy her own peanut butter. So they'll have 6 jars of peanut butter. We need to buy them some bread so they can make peanut butter sandwiches. Get them some bananas so they can make peanut butter and banana sandwiches, which Eunice had never had before. She says those are pretty good. I had no
pay my bills this time.
So did I. I have to do that every month. That's weird how that works out. Got to pay my rent tomorrow because tomorrow's the last day.
Oh, I was teary-eyed paying my bills today.
Well, you don't have any bills next month?
Who, me?
I think you're going to have bills again next month, Billy.
Oh, I got bills next 2 weeks.
I haven't paid my bills this month. Well, that's weird how that works out. There's goddamn bills every month. Bob, next month, do you have bills or you got a bill this month next month?
Let me look here.
Yeah, no, there it is. Next month, another bill. Every goddamn month, they want those bills paid. All right.
I'm about to sell everything I have in the stock market.
Billy just got paid today. He gets his check same day I do. Yeah, I get my check on the 3rd. So,
all right. Oh, so let's just deal this real quick.
Yeah.
There's some of the pictures we have for sale. Hardy Boys.
How young they are.
Bret Hart.
How young
John
Your
Cena.
package has not come in yet, Bob, correct?
It's supposed to be here tomorrow or Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
Unmasked Rey Mysterio.
And Bob has a surprise coming he doesn't even know about.
It's the John.
Wait a minute. Bob, go ahead and keep that picture up. Bob, just like that other show, has got a surprise coming that he doesn't know about.
It's the John Morris
surprise. It's going to be a little bit more pleasant than that other surprise.
How many names has he had?
Rikishi.
That's an unsigned one. I mean, I was going to fake his signature like we did with all the others, but I just didn't think I could nail his. That was easy. I could do his.
That one actually we pay you to take.
Yeah.
John Michaels.
$20. Anybody will take that picture.
John Cena.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Donald Flowers. I only had 2 Shawn Michaels pictures left, and Donald bought one of those, but hasn't paid for it yet. He said he'll pay for it soon.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, some kid named Rocky.
Yeah, I've heard about
that dude.
Now you got to remember, many of these autographs are 20 to 25 years old. They've been around a while. So I figure instead of me having them, let somebody else have them.
With the spinner belt.
That's one of my favorite autographs of him. It shows up good, looks good. These have all been authenticized by his father, who said, yep, that's John's signature. All right.
Yeah. American Badass Undertaker. Ray Witherman.
Matthew Herbert just come down and bought one. I had 3 of those Undertaker autographs, and Matthew Herbert come down and got one of them.
All for sale. Just reach out and ask Kenny. Bolin and Cornette having breakfast together.
I had a few of those left, and Randy Macho Man Satterley bought one of those, and he's going to pay for that next week.
And
paying for that next week.
There you go. And then
anybody that lives in Kentucky and Indiana that would like to think, and I think I got 2 of those left. I think.
There you go.
Is Randy still with us right now? Or Dennis?
Dennis is still around. Yes, okay. Dennis is. Not
is he sick?
Great health wise, but
yeah, that's what I thought.
Dennis has had a rough go of it, but he is still with us. Beautiful Bobby. I'd give anything if he were still here. Oh, by the way, I forgot that I have dogs to take care of, so I gotta get something worked out. But I am supposed to be added to a show with Rico Constantino in Indianapolis. Rico's trying to get it worked out to where he and I can share an autograph table together. It would only be the second appearance that I've made in 12 years. And I said, I ain't trying to break the bank. Just make it worth my while to come there. You and I'll have a table, and I'll bring a special guest with me. We'll sit there at the table, have a good time. As I guarantee you, we will be the most entertaining table.
You're going to bring Kieran McDonald with you this time. That's so sweet of you, Katie.
Becky got her membership. Yeah, I might bring Kieran McDonald. Oh, by the way, that little fucking weasel. He keeps calling his bet that he paid me, which he's only paid half of. That little weasel keeps calling it donations. When you pay a bet, that's not a donation. You paid off a debt that took you from September to fucking pay. So he says, well, Kenny, let me come on the show, and I want to tell everybody about how I met Rey Mysterio in San Diego. I said, no, you little shitbag. I said, you get on this show, you got to pay the big money. To get on this show, you got to be one of the big donors, and that's not you. You brag that you donate maybe $100 a year. I got people that donate $100 to $300 a month. No, you can't come on. I said, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Not only did I forgive Billy Sellers for going over to that show and saying bad shit about me, show you what a Christian I'm not. I forgave him. I forgave Karen McDonald, who's only paid half of his debt. I sent him a join link. I said, you ain't got the fucking guts to show up over here. There's your join link. Show the fuck up over here. Tell your goddamn Rey Mysterio story, but you better bring $50 with you in a show of good faith. Well, guess what he didn't do? He didn't show up and he didn't bring us $50. Karen McDonald, you chicken shit little San Diego bitch. Well, the San Diego Padres are undefeated. Well, who did you beat? An Atlanta Braves team that ain't won a fucking game yet. How embarrassing is that? You can't beat anybody. And then the second team you beat ain't hardly got any wins. You ain't beat anybody yet. Wait till you play the Dodgers, you little motherfucker, because the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani, if I even said that name right, and that's as close as I'm ever going to get, is going to beat you like a rented mule. He's going to beat you like a redheaded stepchild. He's going to beat you like your name is Karen McDonald. That's what he's going to. That's exactly what he's going to do. We're sick of your shit, Karen. We need you to be loyal. Quit rooting for the Buffalo Bills. You haven't lived in Buffalo in 20 fucking years. Quit being a bandwagon rider. You didn't say shit about the goddamn Padres when they weren't winning any fucking games. Now all of a sudden you're a big Padre fan. You suck as a human being, son. Quit being a bandwagon rider. Be like me. Attach yourself to the Miami Dolphins through thick and thin. All the horrible seasons we've had down there. All the quarterbacks we've been through. All the free safeties we've been through. Going back to Jake Scott when he wore number 13. Yeah, I just threw out Jake Scott. Number 13. Free safety for the Miami Dolphins. And then the next guy that wore it was Dan Marino. And we ain't done jack shit since. So, quit being a bandwagon rider. Pick a fucking team. Buffalo ain't even got a fucking baseball team. There's a fucking miserable up there with all that cold weather. They probably couldn't play 2 goddamn games a year unless they built a dome. Fuck Buffalo. Fuck San Diego. Fuck Karen McDonald because your word's no good. You don't honor your bets. You're a Welch and not a good Welch. And you were too chicken shit to show up here tonight. And you were too fucking broke to show up with $50 because you wanted to come on here and tell your goddamn Rey Mysterio story. Well, you fucked up. You didn't get to tell it. And on that, motherfucker, I said good day.